Hi, it's Jenny. Welcome back to another video. I'm really excited about this video because I'm going to teach you and just show you how easy and cheap it is to make a healthy, nutritious smash cake for your one-year-old kiddo's birthday party. I'm going to walk you through the journey that I actually did in my kitchen. I did a test run of the cake to see if it was actually going to work because I'm a huge procrastinator and I always, maybe it's my optimism, I always think everything's gonna work out. I've been in charge of something like a nice dessert before and I make it 2 hours before the party and maybe it doesn't look great. Anyway, so I did a test run first, so that's what I'm gonna show you towards the end of this video, and then I'm gonna show you some little clips from her actual little casual birthday party. Apparently the smash cake thing is like the new trendy popular thing. What you basically do is put a cake in front of your baby, your 1-year-old, and they like go to town, like getting their hands on it, getting it all over their face and eating it. And a lot of parents kind of make it a big deal, like this is the first time my baby's had sugar. I wanted to give our baby Rose a healthy, natural, organic, no sugar added smash cake for a couple of reasons. One is I'm still going through my vegan journey, and then also I've never fed her any processed foods or like sugary foods ever. And so my husband and I kind of talked about it, and we didn't want the first birthday to be like, here's all the sugar. I wanted to make this video to encourage you that vegan baking is actually really easy and not time consuming, and you usually have most of the ingredients in your pantry anyway. I made kind of like a sandwich of the cake where the top was this vegan, really awesome banana bread style cake, and then in the middle it was a chocolate cake, and then the bottom was the banana bread style cake again because my little girl loves bananas so much. And then I frosted it with, so it's coconut milk yogurt, it's vegan, there's no dairy products in it, and it doesn't have a ton of sugar. So when I did it in the kitchen, I used vanilla flavored coconut milk yogurt, but for her actual party, I did a mixture of raspberry and strawberry coconut milk yogurt. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention. If you haven't checked out one of my earlier videos on how to make your own baby food, feel free to check that out because I do talk a little bit about the older a kiddo gets, the more you can start introducing new ingredients into their diet. So this cake has some of the ingredients that I would use for a baby food for her. So the banana cake, I'll show you all the ingredients, but it right off the bat has bananas, applesauce, and oats, and she loves all of those. So let's go in the kitchen and I'll show you. Alrighty, here's the ingredients for the banana bread style cake. Make sure your organic bananas are really ripe because they're easy to mash that way. And if you're trying to avoid sugar in this recipe, get the unsweetened organic applesauce. And if you don't want to spend the money on oat flour, you can literally just put oats in your food processor or blender and it does the same thing. And then we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon and a little bit of pure vanilla extract. And make sure your organic coconut oil is unrefined, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Then go ahead and mash up your 4 really ripe bananas, and then we're going to separately do the dry ingredients, and it's 1.5 cups of the oat flour, 1 teaspoon of the cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of the baking soda. Are you helping? Kind of, not really. So take the really ripe bananas and put them right on top of all the dry ingredients, and then you're going to add 1 cup of the unsweetened organic applesauce, and then before you mix it all, we're going to do 3 teaspoons of the vanilla extract. Oh, I love vanilla so much, it smells so delicious. And then lastly, we're going to do 3 tablespoons of the organic unrefined coconut oil, and I just melt it on low heat in the microwave and just pour that baby on in there. And then be really patient when you're going to start this stirring process because if you don't have a deep bowl like I don't, I need to add to my kitchen supplies, but I had a pretty shallow bowl and it was about to go everywhere, so just be patient with this process. And I kind of sped forward to show you what it starts to look like towards the end here. And of course I had to try the batter and it's delicious. For the cake, I had these little darling pans, so put the banana in 2 of them and then spray the 3rd for the chocolate recipe. And for the middle portion of the cake, the chocolate part, all you're gonna need is 1 cup of pitted dates. I'm using the medjool dates here, and throw those right in the blender and then add 1 cup of water. And first blend those 2 ingredients really well together, and then add 1 cup of oat flour to the blender. And you don't have to blend it yet, because next we're going to do 1/3 cup of cocoa powder or raw cacao powder. Say hi to the baby. The only difference between cocoa powder and raw cacao powder is cocoa powder is the roasted version of raw cacao powder. And then you're going to add 1/4 cup of any kind of non-dairy milk that you want. I had this really good almond milk. I forgot to show that you need to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And then once you have all of those in there, blend it right up. And here they are all baked. Bake the banana version at 375 and the chocolate version at 350. So don't make the mistakes that I have in the past where I just put them all together in the oven. And now feel free to omit this last part. I also made a quick little homemade frosting with just 3 ingredients of cocoa powder, dates, and any non-dairy milk that you have. And it's supposed to look a little watery. So like I said, feel free to omit this part and just use the coconut milk yogurt if you want. But here's how I kind of sliced the cakes like a little ice cream sandwich looking thing. And then I put the homemade little chocolate frosting in between each little sandwich part. And then I ended up covering the whole cake with the homemade chocolate frosting with the 3 ingredients. And then I put the coconut milk yogurt on top. But for her actual birthday, I left out this chocolate frosting part and just did the really pretty pink raspberry and strawberry coconut milk yogurt that I mentioned. But here it is with just the vanilla coconut milk yogurt.
Happy birthday to you.
Dad, help us.
You can always smile. Fire.
Achoo.
Ready?
Achoo. Oh,